Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your monthly reading for February. This is a reading if you're a Sagittarius in your Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus sign. Welcome also to all the cross watchers. I've already pre-shuffled your cards, so let's give them a little extra shuffle and see what are the energies for Sagittarius in February. 5 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, the Princess of Cups. Well, let's pull this a bit down. The 6 of Swords, 4 of Swords, Hanged Man, Magician, Queen of Swords, Prince of Wands, and the King of Swords. The Advice, 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, another sword card, the Princess of Swords. Let's see what the Moon has to say. So there is a bit of a struggle. You're coming out of an energy of healing, of taking a time out, of retreating, meditation, spiritual practices like yoga, Pilates, anything really that helps you to calm down your mind, to rest, to heal, to emotionally heal, to mentally heal, maybe even physically heal. But there is an energy in the past of taking a time out to rest and to recover. Now, you've done that. However, you're moving into the energy of 5 of Pentacles, not 5 of Pentacles, but 5 of Wands here. So there is conflict in February. This conflict can have several reasons. One aspect can be competition or jealousy. There might be a conflict of interest with another person, or there might be an inner conflict. With the 5 of Wands, however, what you're doing is basically, it does feel like you're trying to resolve a conflict, I have to say. Because the 5 of Wands are also about making something successful. And it's about overcoming those challenges in order to achieve a goal, to achieve success. Classic example could be you're going to the gym, you want to strengthen your muscles or build up muscles, and that means you need to up the resistance. So you start with 10 kilograms and then you do 15 and 20, and it's going to be more and more difficult for you because you need that in order to grow muscles. This is what's happening with this card, and you could lay this over different areas of your life or different situations where this is about growth. The 5 of Wands is about growth, and the growth that we gain through overcoming obstacles and overcoming resistance, or working even with resistance. So that seems to be a very dominant topic here. And looking at the other things that we see in your present line, basically, is that you're thinking about something like a new beginning. The Princess of Cups could be a new emotional beginning in general. Maybe there's a new person in your life. There might be a new beginning with another person in your life. You might be thinking about an apology. Maybe you feel like you need to approach somebody to apologize. Maybe somebody just comes to you and wants to apologize, and now you're thinking about it. So this is all what is encompassed in the Princess of Cups. It's an emotional message that you're thinking about, even either giving, or maybe you have received one. It's some sort of apology, or it could be an apology that you are thinking of giving or that you have received, or a new person in your life, or a new beginning in your life. This not necessarily need to be with a person, because what the Princess of Cups does is she's dreamy. She is envisioning a future where all of her dreams are coming reality. So there might be something that you're thinking about that is connected to your dreams. You might be in your mind in a very dreamy energy of, oh yes, this is what would really fulfill me. If I walk this path, if I go onto this journey, if I say yes to that person, if I have a new beginning with this person, this is going to make me very happy. This is going to fulfill me. If I say yes to that job, the job of my dreams, it's going to fulfill me deeply. So this is the energy of something that you could think about as well, if this is not about a message or an apology. And so therefore you experience maybe a little bit of struggle here. I mean, it does make sense, those combinations, if it is about an apology. It also would make sense if there's some sort of emotional message, but then, like, again, there's some sort of struggle or conflict here connected to it. But on the other hand, it does feel like something, especially with having the Magician here, there's something new. You're trying to manifest your dreams, your vision into reality. May this be with a new person, with an old person, or with some sort of dream that you're having. But the energy that I'm also getting here is with the Four of Pentacles in the challenging position, that there might be a lack of finances or a lack of stability. Either within that situation, you might feel like, oh yeah, there's really this conflict because I want stability here, but in this situation, there is no stability. Maybe no stability just yet. Maybe there's some sort of lack of finances, or maybe also with the Four of Pentacles, the energy could be a possessiveness, especially with those two cards here, where this can be jealousy and competition, and this might be you're holding on to something or somebody. Maybe somebody's holding on to you. So the Four of Pentacles, beside the whole aspect of stable foundation within a situation, the Four of Pentacles can be about holding on. And if this is about a relationship in this combination, it might be that there is somebody who's very jealous and possessive. Maybe you, maybe the other person. With the Four of Pentacles, it can also mean maybe there's a need to save money, which again would refer to the money thing, but maybe saving money might be some sort of conflict here as well. Or it's simply the lack of stability within a situation. How do you feel? It feels like with the Six of Swords, you feel ready to let go of something. Letting go of the past, letting go of destructive energies, destructive ways of thinking, destructive behavior. But it does feel like you are more focused now emotionally onto the future, like you feel ready to let go of something, and maybe you have already let go of something or someone. It's like a transitioning phase. So that also might be that you feel a little bit unstable because you're on the move. Things are moving emotionally. You're emotionally not the person you were in the past, but you also kind of like haven't settled yet into, oh, this is who I am now. So this might be an energy of maybe slight excitement of what's about to come, knowing that there is something that you're moving into that might feel a little bit brighter and lighter than what you're moving out of. But that's what I'm getting here. Ready to move on, ready to move forward, ready to let go, and ready to move towards something brighter. As an underlying energy, I want to point out that we do have the Princess of Swords. Now, we have two princesses here, and we already talked a lot about the princess over here and what you're thinking about. Now, with the Princess of Swords, there is an important piece of information and knowledge coming towards you, either through a letter, through a mail, through a phone call, through a conversation, or maybe because you are searching for it. You might be researching. It could be the card of stalking, but it's like I need to find this information. I need to know. The Princess of Swords is a Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords, he needs to know. She needs to know. I'm going to find this out now. And again, it might just come towards you through other people or a letter or a message, or you are looking for that kind of information. So there is something connected to information and knowledge that is very important here. On the other hand, the Princess of Swords can also talk about new ways of thinking, new ways of communication. So within a situation, maybe you're learning to communicate in a new way or in a better way, or maybe there's a new way of thinking, especially with this card where you might leave destructive ways of thinking behind, especially when this is about jealousy and possessiveness. Moving forward, we do have the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man tells me that you need a new perspective. The Hanged Man is something that can come instantaneously, but only if you have that new perspective, that new insight onto a situation. So you're gaining info. Also, again, it's about information here, isn't it? You might gain information, knowledge, insights answers that you're seeking through a new perspective. So this might be that this new perspective that you were looking for is finally coming, and finally the answers are coming. It might also tell you that there is a need to shift your perspective onto that situation if you do want to have this insight, this answer, this solution. Up until you have changed your perspective, you might not be able to develop a situation further. That's something we see coming towards you as well. The next card with the Magician here is your energy. And like I said, that tells me that you have everything you need to manifest something new. There is some sort of vision, some sort of dream, something that you want to pull down and manifest on earth. So you are, and that again makes sense with everything we saw here, and also with the Six of Swords, where it's about moving towards something new, having this new beginning, having a new phase. So I can see this really here. You are ready for something new. You're ready for a new beginning. Outside of you is the Queen of Swords. So this seems to be like a person, which again is interesting when we see the connections that we have already made earlier with the princesses here. But the Queen of Swords talks about that there's somebody that you're going to have an honest conversation or a communication where you also going to get clarity about something. So somebody could talk about maybe this situation here and say, listen, Sagittarius, I know you don't want to hear this, but maybe you need to work on that. That's how it looks from the outside. Somebody gives you an outside perspective onto you, your behavior, or another person, or a situation that you're in, or a specific area of your life. Now, the Queen of Swords can be a bit painful because she's really brutally honest. She tells you how she sees it. She isn't afraid of you not liking her anymore. She just says, listen, Sagittarius, this is how it is. This is how it looks like. So, and therefore she is supporting. That's the help she's giving you. That's the support, because queens are supporting energy. Gaining clarity, supporting you with communication, supporting you with gaining clarity, supporting you with brutally honesty. Well, brutal honesty. So I do feel like there's a friend and somebody who means well, even though that person might be a bit harsh at times, but there's somebody who wants to help and support you, finding clarity and seeing the truth, seeing a situation for what it is. Your hopes and fears with the Prince of Wands are taking action upon something. Maybe you're hoping that somebody's taking action with you, or that you can take action with somebody else. Or the Prince of Wands in general is like, I hope to have new experiences. Maybe you're hoping to be free, right? Prince of Wands, I want to be free, I want to experience life, I want to have fun. These are my hopes that I have for this situation. On the other hand, it could be passion. Maybe you're hoping for like having a lot of passion and creativity in your life, going ahead and taking action upon an interesting project or your hobbies. So everything that kind of like excites you. Maybe you literally just want more excitement in your life. The Prince of Wands can be a fear if you want a committed relationship. If there is something or someone where you want a committed relationship with the Prince of Wands, you might fear that somebody just wants an adventure or don't want to commit to something here. Let's see, what do we have here? Yeah, adjustments are required. Third quarter moon, adjustments are required. I do think that is what's happening here. And I feel like you're gonna know what adjustments you need to do or to take once you got here. Or at least it feels like here you're trying to find new perspectives and insights. It might come with the King of Swords. So the King of Swords, again, what you're moving into is either this is your energy or this is another person. Since this is outside influences, I do feel like this is another person and not you. However, this can be both. If this is another person, somebody gives you advice. This person might be very knowledgeable, intelligent, good in strategizing or good in communicating. So this person might give you an advice of how to communicate or what the best strategy is. This person might help you to gain clarity on your goals and how to achieve your goals in the best way. Or gives you an important piece of knowledge, of information that supports you. It could be a legal person here, or a CEO kind of person, or somebody from a big company as well. If this is referring more to businessy kind of things. Also, the King of Swords could be your energy, where you are now embodying that energy and you're like, okay, I have improved, maybe with finding new ways of communication, I have improved now my way of communicating. I can communicate quite well. So I communicate in a very clear way what it is that I want, where I'm going, what my strategy is, or what my goal is here. So you could find clarity, you could find strength, you could be somebody who develops here to having the insights that you know in order to know now how to move forward, right? You might know what the best strategy is. You might know how to communicate something. You have found clarity here. The advice is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is an energy where things are moving forward, through some sort of communication or news. So this could mean that it might be important to communicate in order to develop something further. It could also mean, because the Eight of Wands is a lot of things happening in a short amount of time. It's positive, it's like moving into more success, a success that's unstoppable. So in general, this is a really, really good card of progress. And like I said, a lot of things happening in a short amount of time. However, this card can cause a bit of stress, and because you have so much to do in there. You know, when you felt kind of like stuck, and then suddenly it's the energies are being released, or you found a solution, and suddenly it's like bam, bam, bam. And like 5 days later, you are catching your breath and you're like, oh my God, the last 5 days have been like 5 months, and so much happened and so much development happened. And it's kind of like you need to keep up with yourself, or your soul needs to keep up with yourself, or part of you, in order to integrate what happened. So just be a bit mindful with stress. Maybe you want to work against the stress or do relaxation, like you might have done already in the past. Or yeah, just take a time out every now and then to just, like I said, catch your breath. So let's pull another card, the Five of, I want to know what the conflict is about. What's the conflict about? The Five of Wands. So also connected to some sort of decision or planning. This might connect to a conflict of interest, maybe with another person, or just a conflict that you experience. However, this is in some shape or form connected to a decision of in what direction a situation or your life in general is moving into. Maybe you do not know how to decide best, or what the best decision is, in what direction you're now best going to move. And therefore, there might also be a conflict with not being able to plan. Because usually you have an idea, you decide upon it, you say, yes, okay, we're going to do it, and I'm going to take this approach. And now it's about planning the next steps and basically taking the next steps. I do feel maybe there's not enough action. Maybe there's not a decision, not enough action, not enough planning. And that might cause a conflict here as well, which again means adjustments are required. You need to find a solution. You need to find an answer. And look, underneath is the Ace of Swords. Yeah, I do feel like you're lacking clarity of what decision to make or in what direction to go. Maybe you're lacking clarity, you're lacking a strategy. Something might be a little bit confusing here, because also the Ace of Swords is about the clarity that comes with an idea, with a strategy, with a conversation maybe even. But since this is the conflict, I would say this is what's lacking here. Let's pull one more card for the King of Swords. King of Swords, please. King of Swords. The Hermit. Oh, look, and there we do. Do you remember? I think the first thing I said is 5 of Pentacles, and then I said, oh no, it's a 5 of Wands. Here's the 5 of Pentacles now. There's something connected to lack, and maybe you need to withdraw in order to or spend some time with yourself. Maybe that's the clarity that you gain, that you need to spend time for yourself. Somebody might help you to reflect. There might be some sort of even talking therapy here. Somebody who's good in communication and in talking and in strategizing, but there might be somebody who helps you to reflect onto the past or onto who you are now, or this is simply you gaining more clarity on who you were, who you are, who do you want to be. So there's some important element of reflecting about yourself that also might connect to some sort of lack or lack mentality, in order to find the answers you seek within yourself. So there's another aspect. Those two cards are both about gaining clarity and receiving answers. So I feel like there's an important element where you need to get clear about something, find some sort of solution, maybe through a new perspective, maybe through reflecting, or even both. Gain new perspectives, reflect, spend time alone, and see what comes up. With the Hermit, there might be some sort of self-realization, something that you realize about yourself, and that will be an important piece of information that is going to help you to move forward here as well within that situation. All right, Sagittarius, this is your reading. I hope this reading helps and supports you. And if it does, you can help and support me and the channel through liking the video or subscribing to the channel. Also, if you feel like this reading could benefit somebody else, then please feel free to share it. I wish you a great month, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next reading.